Hello, Maggie. Hello, Ashley. Just wait a minute, not too long. Okay, let's get right into it. So I'm here for another live today. These lives, the purpose of these lives are to address the questions that keep coming on our Telegram group, which is the users group. So we try, since we keep repeating the same, answering the same questions, so we decide to make a theme for different lives. And today is about a comment we receive occasionally, and if people were honest all the time, it's probably we would have more of this message. And the comment is, I feel worse. I feel worse. I don't feel good. I didn't feel that before my cleanse, and then suddenly it comes. I start to feel bad. Doing this to feel better, and I take this and I feel worse, and I can feel the anger behind, I can feel the frustration, all the worries that are behind this comment. Okay, so I think it's a very important theme to address because it is part of cleansing. Okay, it's part of healing in general. Healing is about entering the jungle of our wounds, of our pains, of our blockages, of everything we don't like. Actually, this is the block, is the refusal of the things we don't like in life that create the block. As it's an information that comes in, whatever it is, an event, a situation, or a feeling that we have, and we say, I don't like it. And I don't like it is like I just contract around that thing, or that event, or that energy that is already inside me. I like to say it's like having the reaction of you see the thief entering your house, and you close the door. And you leave the thief inside the house. He's gonna make a mess. He's gonna destroy everything. He's gonna eat all your pantry, pee on the carpet. It was definitely not clean. And so when the right or the wise reaction, and it's something that we need to train for, would be to open, to see it. Make sure that the thief saw you entering, and to open the back door so he could, as soon as possible, find the exit and leave. So I don't know if you get my the image, the picture of what it is. But let's get back to the sentence, I feel worse. Okay. Actually, do you feel worse, really? Or do you feel more? This is the question, really. When we start taking enzymes or doing a cleanse, any internal work, actually, you know, can be a massage, an acupuncture work, an energy work with a healer, whatever work we do inside, if this work is not about to numb a pain, will put us in touch with that pain, will bring us inward, will bring our attention, which is most of the time, probably over 95% of the time, our awareness is outside, is in the past, is in the future, is at the office, is at the beach, is at somewhere else, but not in touch with what is going on inside. And when we start doing a work, an internal work, we're actually invited to come inside. We're actually invited to go have a look and be present to what is going on there. So, do we feel worse, or do we start to feel again? So this is a very interesting question, I think, that you may want to have a look when the next time you have this immediate, because it's a reaction. I don't feel good. Oh, I feel a headache. What's going on? Or I feel nauseous. What is that? You know? Or, oh my God, this pain I didn't feel in years. You know, I thought I was over it, and then I feel it again. You know? So it's a reaction. There's no moment where between we have the sensation and we have our reaction. This actually it's almost immediate. It's a little bit like the touching a worm, it shrinks immediately. You will do it 100 times, the worm just shrinks. So it's a reaction. So if we can start when we have this, instead of we can observe ourselves reacting. We can get back to our reaction and say, wait a minute, let me feel that. Okay, so we say it's so important to get into the feeling part when we are into a healing process, because thinking will not get you there. Thinking has its purpose. It has its purpose in terms of planning, in terms of organizing, in terms of making sense of things before we engage. But once we engage, the healing process is about feeling. It's not about thinking anymore, because thinking always disconnects us from feeling. It disconnects us from the present moment. You cannot think of now, because there's nothing you can think of. You can only feel now. You can think about the second before or the second that will come after, but you cannot think of now. And this is where it's happening. This is where the movement is happening, is now. Everything else is speculation. Everything that has to do with the second before, or the year before, or the month before, or the past life, okay, or the future, the same thing. We are disconnected. It's only speculation. So we need to connect with the energy that is happening inside, and that's what, working in the detox process bring us to. It brings us, and these enzymes you're taking are doing the work. It's not like just like a cool thing or a cool trend that is happening now. Where it's a serious work that is happening when we're taking this. We can say, oh my God, it tastes good, oh it's food, or it's safe, or whatever. Still, there's a big work that is gonna happen while you're taking this. So that means like the enzyme just get in and they dig into your gunk. They dig into your gunk, and it will uncover other things. Yeah, it will create like some movement inside that normally you don't feel. This work is real. So it's something really happened, and it will draw your attention there. Yeah, that you like it or not. So once you know that, you can be aware that once something happens that you don't like, or that you felt before, okay, that you may have like an immediate reaction of fear or worries or whatever, reaction or grief or whatever, you can be certain that this is not happening in the moment. Okay, it's not like if you have a grief because your dog died like 5 years ago, okay, it was your best friend and you lost him and you never recover from that because you held your tears at that moment when you're cleansing, and a sadness come, okay, it has nothing to do with the moment. In that moment, you know, logically, if you think about it, you're taking the best food on earth that will cleanse your body and will lead you to a beautiful space and healing. Okay, so you can feel safe at that moment. But the energy is real. The energy is real. It's an old energy that was there, and that wants to manifest, to continue. The thief is looking for the back door to leave. But we shrunk around it, and we created a cluster. We let that energy we didn't like to feel, or we didn't know how to deal with that energy at that moment. It's all fair. You're all allowed to all the feelings you want, or not you want, but that you have. You're completely justified for that. But at that moment, it's an opportunity that the cleansing or whatever healing treatment that you're doing, okay, to allow that energy to be released and find its way out, to complete its recycling process. It goes in and needs to go out. It goes in and needs to go out. This is what a human being is. It takes things from the outside. It takes food and needs to go out. It takes ideas. It takes dreams and needs to go out. It takes all kinds of things. Emotion. It takes like, oh, this hard, angry meeting needs to go out. If things come in and you say, I don't like, and it shouldn't be, and it's not right, and whatever excuse we find or logic or story we build around is still the same thing. It's still an energy that comes inside you, and you cluster it inside, and then it rottens there, and then it creates a lot of damage. This is the root cause of illnesses. But we need to find those spots and learn to allow the self-healing to happen, this energy to start to move again, and to complete its cycle, to complete its cycle of letting go, of releasing, of the thief finding the exit. Okay, and this you cannot think it, because it's a natural process. It's So this is a very important point, because if you get into healing, if you have serious issues, it's not that you have to go there. You have to go there. It's not like, oh my God, maybe not me, you know. It's like, no, it never happened. Everybody who healed know what pain is. Everybody who healed know what going through pain is. It's part of it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a warrior thing. It's a warrior victory. It's the strengthening of the body, mind, and spirit. Is the freeing of the body, mind, and spirit. So feeling is healing. Healing is feeling. So when you start feeling that you put, oh, I feel good, oh, I like it, you know, it's amazing, and or I feel bad, I hate it, it's all part of it. Whatever feeling is, it's not like right now it's like only the bad things are good. No, it's not about that. It's about surfing the wave, being there. And this is what life is. It's like we keep on surfing. We keep on whatever is there and developing our skills to be able to stay open when the energy comes in. This is what being cool is. The energy comes in and we allow it to leave. This is mastery. And we don't need mastery. We can get caught sometime. Right? There's a lot of healing. There's some reaction will be touched there, or a wounded place, or something. Someone tells us something in a certain way, and we get triggered. Whatever it is, it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's like, okay, this is there. I'm feeling this, and getting back, taking this as a little bell, just ringing, attracting our attention inside. And that will give us an opportunity to learn how to stay open in the presence of such energy. Okay, so by being still, energy is movement. You can say, but what if this energy doesn't leave? What if this energy doesn't transform? What if this energy stay forever? This is not the nature of energy. This is not nature. This is the fear that will create such a story, because it's unrealistic. This is not how it is. If you stay open, the energy moves. You feel sadness, you cry, you allow, you stay, you allow yourself, and then it goes out. Whatever it is, if it's worries, and it comes in, and then you feel it, you stay open, and then you will see that there's a wisdom that will come out of it. And I cannot tell you what it is. Everything is very, very personal. And this is why that's interesting, because it's so empowering that in this process we can find our inner master, our inner guidance through that as well. So there's a kind of an excitement also behind this. What am I going to find out? What am I going to find out through this healing process? What part of myself, what vision, what is that weakness, that root cause in my personality that actually just make me react this way and just messes up so much time in my life. So it's very important to understand that, and to stop judging negatively the feelings that are coming out when coming up to the surface when we're cleansing. This is completely, totally normal, okay, and expected. So if for you, you did a cleanse and me it was fine, yeah, keep going. You will see that you will get there at some point, and it's not a bad thing, and it's not something to be scared of either. It's not like, oh my God, I thought I was safe, so that means like if I do another one, oh my God, maybe I can get there and feel it. I don't want it. But actually, remember, this is healing. These spots is a power hiding there. Imagine that when you have a tension, when you have a stuck emotion or a previous thing that you contracted around, this cluster that you created is held and paid by your own personal energy bank account. Okay, so you are investing. So there's a power there. It costs you something. Maybe you're not aware of, and you just say, "Oh my God, I'm tired," or this, like I just don't know. It like it seems like I don't do much, but I'm so tired. Chronic fatigue is so common today nowadays. We hear that nervous breakdown, and people say, "Oh, I'm fine," until that morning, where they can't get out of bed, and they come and see the healer and say, "I do nothing," and you start talking, you start touching them, you can see that it's just a bundle of tension holding all those trapped energies that have been coming in and it's been refused, and no, I don't like that, oh no, and it's getting worse and worse, and the space, the living space, the breathing space within is reducing until the body becomes so tense that there's no more space for creativity, no more space for healing, so no more space for comfort. So to get into this, once we understand that, and you really want to heal, get ready, because this is what you want. You want to get into that mud. You want to get into that gunk, into that tension, into those things you didn't like in order to do it. How can you do that? You know? It's scary, yeah? So there's one condition. The first condition for healing is safety. You know, it's like if I just tell you this, just like this, you will not take it. I just told you, you know, like all this is power hiding. It's a little bit like you have a jacket, you know, and there's a lot of pockets in it, you know, and there's all sewn. They're all sewn, you know, and you're so curious about what's going on in those pockets, sewn pockets, and then you finally open one, and you check into it, and there's $100 bill. You say, oh my God, you know, like, oh my God. And then you see all those other pockets, you know, it's like, oh my God, you want to open all those pockets, right? You want to open those pockets. So if you understood that your tensions are holding much more than $100 bill, they're holding your creativity, your childlike energy, your enjoyment, your purpose. They're hiding everything that wants to emerge from you. That's what it's priceless. It's really priceless. So once you understand that, you're like, oh my God, yeah, I want to open these pockets, but apparently, you know, it's gonna bring a few sweats and a few rocky feelings, but you know, but you need to, in order to be able to allow yourself to go into this, you need safety, right? So you need to understand that all this process you will end up the other side feeling better, being healed, not more damaged, not dead, not completely traumatized. These are very, very basic things. And this is not words can convince you. It's a feeling you need to get inside, a deep trust. That will allow you to open up. If you go see a psychologist or in a psychotherapy, if you don't trust the therapist, you will be very tense, and you will be like analyzing what does he want? Can he catch me if I fall? You know, if you're not feeling safe in that presence, you will not let yourself go, and it will go nowhere. So you need to find safety inside. So what is that? How does safety relate to enzymes and detoxing? Well, understanding that first, the logic behind how can an organ function better, and a dirty organ function better than a clean one. How can a body that is the energy is moving, that is fed, that the cells are fed, and that are producing energy, how can this lead you to a worse space? all those logic, you know, it's like, how can you feel better dirty than after a shower? You know, this is the simple logic. Now, how we get there? We just get there through enzymes, which is old food, pre-digested. You know, there's all kinds of things. Like, I can try to convince you or something, or explain things to you, but there's a part that you need to find out by yourself, understand, and find this feeling of safety. Okay, because if you don't find this feeling of safety, your mind will be at war, in strategy. What if there's an enemy there? You know, how can I catch it? So you will get into the strategy. You will not be into your feeling. You need to allow yourself to feel in order to heal. So this is the first condition. And then if you feel safe, then you will allow, your mind will be able to stop thinking. Your mind will be able to quiet down and start to feel. So that's the second condition. That's the second condition for healing, is to stop thinking and allow and tune into the movement. I call this also getting ourselves out of the way. Because as long as we are into strategy and into, then there's tensions involved into that. You know, I will close that door. I will open that one. I will overlook over there. You know, there's a kind of it's not a relaxed process. What we need for healing is to give space, give total space to the body to heal itself, to get ourselves out of the way. This is a condition. This is a condition to allow the body and to allow that energy that is trapped inside to find its way out. Because don't think that, you know, you need to take the energy and take it out. No. It's much more simple than this. Okay, energy is movement by nature. So you don't need to control that part. You don't need to take that energy and take it away. This is also fear-based, to keep the control. Healing is about losing control, allowing ourselves to lose control, to trust your body, to trust the universe that is there and trying to restore balance. And for this, how this is another part, because there's a power, there's a universal power trying to restore balance, as it does in the whole universe. Everything is maintained in perfect balance in the universe. So there's no reason why the universe would decide that it will make an exception for you. Don't want to heal that person for some reason. Yeah, this is not the way of nature. The nature always tries to seek balance, and it has a lot of power. So if we offer resistance at the same time that we have an intention, either through enzyme or through another healing practice that we're doing, this energy will be amplified. And how do we call this? Like this increase of energy in facing a dam here, right at this junction, is called pain. Hurts. It takes energy to suffer. That's a good news, don't you think? It takes energy to suffer. If you would not have energy, you would not suffer. It's because there's still power that is trying to heal you. So it's about using that pain, and how can you surrender to that pain? How can you allow that pain, not fight that pain, and increase the tension at the dam here, when this one to break through and, but here it's pain. A master of mine was saying, the problem with pain is that people don't like it. And when the first time I heard that, it was yeah, Is anything wrong in that? It's like, seems obvious and natural. And over time, when I started to understand that, I understood what he meant. We have judgments on pain. If we would understand that it's a manifestation of nature that is working on healing ourselves, then we would see it differently. We would offer less resistance, not increasing the resistance, right? So when we cleanse and we start having all kinds of feelings, all kinds of pain, all kind of old pain coming back, having a headache, having nausea, having back pain, neck pain, body discomfort, sweat, cannot sleep, all these kind of things. It's all part of this I don't feel good, and actually it's actually the healing that is happening. There's nothing wrong that is happening. It's very, very positive. Yeah, there's nothing that you could have eaten in this. You cannot be allergic to any of this. There's nothing wrong in what you've been taking. It's only good, chemical-free food, pre-digested, that is only full power. The body wants it, takes it, doesn't want it, ready to eliminate. It's like, it's just paradise. There's nothing that can harm you there. So understand that, work with that. Be actually over time. If you're not now, because it would be maybe kind of too much to say. Be excited when you feel a pain or something like that. But I tell you, if you can't do it now and you go through a few thresholds like this, you will see what I mean. You will understand what I mean, and you will get excited when you reach another level. And this is so exciting. I've been cleansing for 35 years, and I get into other layers. The other layers. This is my 7th day, actually, today that I'm on a little bit excessively enzyme. I just, everything is not the same. I'm not like in my flow. I'm pretty healthy all the time. Normally, I'm not fighting any issue. Or maybe like I felt recently that I was more tired than usual, and it kind of worried me a little bit. I said I cannot let that go. So I say, okay, let's cleanse. Let's stop eating and get into another kind of beat. And I feel a lot of things that got there, accumulated without me noticing, because of the action and all the just life happening. It's just normal. Just the water going through the pipe just left some deposits there, and I'm cleansing and I feel it, and I feel excited now. Because I know that, I'm not doing it for nothing. It was there, and I'm happy to clear this off, So this is something to get used to. Sometimes we're too focused on okay, I will arrive there and I will be done and I will be healthy, happy forever. And I will never feel bad again. But this is not the reality. This is unrealistic. This is not how it is. Actually, to feel good is to be able to handle the storm, handle the rain, handle the clouds, and handle all the means of nature that are in action or active to restore balance. We are nature. It's part of we're part of it, and this is the experience we're here to live. And there's nothing wrong, because if we can if we can enjoy the rain, if we can enjoy the clouds, and that means can be depression, can be rage, can be all the worries, all the kind of the interesting part happening inside the nervous system of a human being, or sentient being, I should say, because animals also are like this. This is heading towards a good life, towards happiness, towards fullness, towards accepting fullness. Sometimes we're refining life. We're against refined sugar and refined food and flour. We're against that, but we keep refining life. We keep refining life. There's parts we don't like. So actually, we promote whole food, whole grains, and all this, but we want refined life so we don't feel the fibers, right, of life. So think about it. Think about it. If you feel worse, actually, and you share it in the group, don't be offended if I post a smiley with a smile. Okay, that will be a reminder that of that live, and that will be a reminder that something positive is happening. Okay, so let me go have a look at if there was any questions. That doesn't seem like it. So it doesn't seem that there's any question. Anyway, this is going on, and this will be posted on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and it will be also on our YouTube channel, okay, which is ZENCLEANZ Official. Beyond Detox. Okay, this is all you can find. Yep, there's a little question here. What if the symptoms are new and never have experienced before? It's the same. It's the same. The symptoms are new. Whatever it is, it's a movement. It's something. It's the body readjusting. It's the body opening to make space. So maybe you never experienced it before, but with the power increasing at the dam, you feel it more. So it's all good. It's a general rule, you know, it cannot hurt you. So okay guys, so we're gonna stop there, and we're gonna come back next week with one more live. I don't know what the topic will be. We'll check in the group this week, and we'll determine what the topic will be, and it will be posted beforehand. Okay, so have a good weekend and have a good week. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.